So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique together. This is our home, and we have a duty to enhance it. We have a responsibility to transform it. We must make this place we call home better for our children and children. I want to welcome you to the hub. Again, we have a unique moment in time to talk using radio and social media to connect. Tonight, I want to start off with some good news. You see, it is important to have a visionary leader. It is important to have a leader who understands the importance of being on the table, of being around the decision-making table. A leader who understands how relationship can bring benefits for a nation. We have seen the most honorable Deacon Mitchell forge a strong relationship with the Afro-Caribbean Bank president, with Africa's most richest man or billionaire. We have seen a number of engagements where he brought the Africa's richest man to our independence here to celebrate with us. We saw him bring the president of Ghana. I think he's now former president of Ghana. We saw him engage around I think it was the fireside something, right? Chat, engagement. We saw Grenada going to Nigeria with a huge delegation to be a part of this engagement. So a number of things we have seen where our beloved Prime Minister continued to forge a very strong relationship with Africa and with key people in Africa. Today, it's bearing fruits. We have a conference being held here, one of the biggest we have ever had in Grenada for many, many years, where world leaders from both continents are here. Caribbean leaders, African leaders, former presidents, former prime ministers, business leaders. This is big. This is huge. So the announcement was made today by the president of Afro-Caribbean Bank, Professor, let me just get his name here. Right. His name is Benedict Orama. So Professor Benedict Orama, he announced that Afro-Caribbean Bank will be co-financing Project Polaris, our modern, climate-smart teaching hospital facility, in the amount of $250 million US. That's more than $500 million. This is not easy money to access anywhere unless you have that kind of relationship, that kind of economy doing well. And Grenada is right there. And I'm happy that he announced it, because, you know, the opposition, they have every bad thing to say about every good thing that this country is engaged in. And you can expect them to have bad things to say about this huge amount of investment and money, right? It could be co-financing, could be loan/grant, or loan/investment/grant. So we will know about the details of that later. But the announcement was made, and this is a huge, huge announcement.
In Grenada, we are co-financing a world-class tertiary hospital, estimated at the cost of about $250 million. In Grenada, we are co-financing a world-class tertiary hospital, estimated at the cost of about $250 million. Which we hope will convert the country into a regional hub for medical tourism. Also in Grenada, we are also financing investments by Orascom Group in the luxury tourism, directly boosting Africa-Caribbean investments while supporting improvements in tourism infrastructure in the country.
Yes, so I think it's the Orascom Group. That group is linked, if I'm not mistaken, to Africa's richest man. So we know that they will be investing a significant amount in the hotel and tourism sector here. So it's just a matter of time to hear more about that. But a lot is happening, and we must feel proud of our beloved Prime Minister, his leadership, his vision, and how he has been able to forge that partnership, that relationship with key people, not just in the region, but internationally, Africa and other places. This is big, this is huge. I realize GBN brought a little piece on it, MTV brought a little piece on it, but this is huge. 250 million US. This will turn things around for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, because having a modern teaching hospital facility, and that's just one co-financing. There are other partners who are coming on board to finance this project, because this project will be equivalent to the Maurice Bishop International Airport. When we didn't have an airport, we got an airport. The St. George's University. So under Bishop, the Maurice Bishop International Airport. The St. George's University under Eric Matthew Geary. And this Project Polaris, or Modern Teaching Hospital facility, this is huge, really, really huge. It will turn this economy totally around. So let me just give you a little sneak peek as to what Project Polaris is.
Welcome to Grenada, the spice island of the Caribbean, known for its breathtaking beauty, vibrant culture, and now a beacon of medical excellence and innovation. The government of Grenada proudly presents the new Hopevale Climate Smart Medical City. Located in the parish of St. David, this 84-acre medical city is set to revolutionize healthcare, education, and tourism, not just in Grenada, but across the OECS. At the core of this transformation is the new state-of-the-art Smart Research Hospital. Designed with patient-centered care and community engagement in mind, it will provide value-based specialist care, innovation healthcare solutions, industry-leading medical training, and cutting-edge research. From advanced medical oncology and reconstructive plastic surgeries to physical therapy, fertility treatment, stem cell therapy, and more, the medical complex and annex will offer a wide range of specialized services, ensuring comprehensive care for all. Adjacent to the hospital, a large medical complex will house private sector and grant-funded services, including a biotech incubator and accelerator, fostering medical and technological advancements. The complex also conveniently features a 4-star luxury hotel, providing comfortable accommodations for recuperating patients, individuals receiving outpatient care, family members and visitors alike. Staff and student accommodations will be located within the medical city, providing easy commutes and an elevated team member experience. With dedicated retirement homes alongside beautiful private residences for doctors, hospital executives, and returning nationals, the complex ensures a holistic community-centered environment for all. Sustainability is at the forefront, with a solar plant providing renewable energy and supporting Grenada's commitment to eco-friendly initiatives. A vibrant array of restaurants, shops, and entertainment facilities, along with fitness and wellness centers, will create a lively and engaging community atmosphere. Beautifully manicured parks, walking, running, and biking trails will offer serene spaces for relaxation and recreation, enhancing the well-being of residents, patients, and visitors alike. Seamlessly connected by a well-designed road network and ample parking ensures easy access to all facilities, providing an efficient experience for everyone. The Hopevale Medical City will be a cornerstone of Grenada's medical and retirement tourism industries, attracting individuals worldwide with its promise of high quality in an environment unmatched in beauty and tranquility. Located just 20 minutes from the capital, St. George, and the airport, Grenada offers an English-speaking, safe, and scenic Caribbean destination conveniently accessible from North America, Europe, and the Latin American region. The Hopevale Climate Smart Medical City is not just a project, it is a vision for the future, a commitment of excellence to the people of Grenada, a beacon of hope for generations to come as we move Grenada forward.
Yes, this is big. This is huge, folks. This is huge. So it's the Hopevale Medical City. So it's not just the climate smart teaching hospital facility, but it's a wide range of other things that will be located right there. You already know government purchased the land for that. Now you hear of 250 million US. Let me repeat, 250 million US. That, if my maths is correct, will be 250 times 2 point. You're talking about 668 or so million EC. That's a lot of money. And that would create jobs and opportunities for our people. I tell you, prepare for it. If you are in the diaspora, for example, and you were a bit concerned about coming back home, well, that concern should now be gone. It's a good opportunity because, you know, there are people who are saying, well, the healthcare system needs improving and they would not come back until we get to that point. But I'm saying, prepare yourself. Start. If you have lands, come back home, build. If you don't, then buy and build. See Grenada as your home. You can invest here. This is a good opportunity to do just that. This project will transform this economy for good. You want to talk about health tourism or medical tourism? This is it. Some people don't understand. Years and years ago, there was a MOU signed with St. George's University. St. George's University wanted this a long time ago. They wanted a facility like this in Grenada because we have a world-renowned university producing hundreds and hundreds of doctors. And where do they go? To the great United States of America or Canada or the United Kingdom. Some go back to India because you have a lot of Indians here now. Some go back to Africa because you have a lot of Africans here. But I'm saying we produce a lot of doctors right here in Grenada. And they just go. But if we can have them train here also in the practical field, not just staying in the classroom and that kind of thing, learning the theory, but the practical aspect of their training at that facility, then we would have specialist doctors here who will be doing practice and other things right here. Then we would have, world-class equipment and facility when it comes to health and healthcare in Grenada. So you have to think about it in that light, and our people will be able to get treatment and assistance and other things there. So this is huge. And I'm talking about the operational aspect of it, but just the construction. We would have to import laborers, carpenters, masons, architects, project managers, and other things like that. You're talking about pumping. This is just 600 and something million. But you have to look at the other co-sponsors or funders, co-financers. There are a lot of other organizations and agencies who want to fund this and be a part of this. Pumping almost $1 billion in an economy as small as Grenada. This would turn things around. And you know what's nice about this? It was not the Prime Minister who announced this amount of money, this co-financing. It was not a minister of finance, or some government minister announcing this. It was the president of the Afro-Caribbean Bank, Professor Benedict Orama, announcing it. That is what is significant about this. Because normally you hear a politician telling you that they have found financing and that kind of thing. But you heard it yourself from Professor Benedict Orama.
In Grenada, we are co-financing a world-class tertiary hospital. In Grenada, we are co-financing a world-class tertiary hospital, estimated at the cost of about $250 million. Which we hope will convert the country into a regional hub for medical tourism. Also in Grenada, we are also financing investments by Orascom Group in the luxury tourism, directly boosting Africa-Caribbean investments.
Yeah, so those who were saying, well, the Prime Minister traveling too much and that kind of stuff, what are you saying now? Because you have to be around the decision-making table. You have to forge relationships. You have to maintain it. You heard the president of the Afro-Caribbean Bank commending, applauding the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team for visiting Nigeria, for going and be a part of this engagement, and other Caribbean leaders. You have to understand how diplomacy works and how countries get financing for projects and programs. I remember when I was in NADMA, when I was working with the government of Grenada, and there was this ACP EU project that I was the focal point for, where we were doing a number of things in communities. But how this works, they would send people to evaluate, to assess, and then give funding and more money. And what I used to do when they come, I would cook at my place, oil down for them. I will buy some of the finest rum, local rum for them. And then I will have them come eat and drink and then take them at the time Fantasia nightclub, where I would party all night with them, right? Wine, juke, have a damn nice time. And when they leave, all they remember is the nice moment that they've had and how warm and how cordial they were, treated and so on. And the good aspects of the projects and so on too. And nearly every time there's an opportunity to travel and to be a part of something, they would ask for Kem Jones. Because I have traveled to almost 50 countries in the world. But I'm saying all of this to say that it's important to be around the table and to engage and it's so important. I remember being in Panama at the Sheraton Hotel there in Panama. So high level meeting, with the Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs, Valerie Amos. And I was not supposed to be around the table, but in the room, but I was called forward because the Grenada rep was not there. They say you have to be there at the table and you have to speak on behalf of Sedima, on behalf of Grenada, and you have to be at the table. And some people just don't understand that. So those NNP supporters, everything you hear, or every time you hear them say, well, they travel and they're traveling, and that's the reason why he's traveling. You remember, is it the kingdom of, the kingdom of Saudi Arabia? Or Saudi Arabia, I think. Is it Saudi Arabia or Dubai? No, kingdom is Saudi Arabia is a kingdom. Right. With Hurricane Beryl, just, devastated Grenada. And within a matter of months, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia gave millions worth of humanitarian aid. But you think that happened just so? Our beloved Prime Minister was there. He engaged. That's important. Very important. We have the access to 100 million US dollars from, is it UAE or Saudi Arabia? One of them, but access. There's access. The government of Grenada got a loan, and I talked about that sometime back, 100 million US, I think Saudi Arabia, right? That we can access for Project Polaris, project whatever. We can access that kind of money. And it's because of engagement. It's because of traveling and meeting the right people and engaging the right people. So these things are not far-fetched. They're not happening by accident. No. So this big announcement of 250 million US, 667 or 68 million EC going into Project Polaris, the Hopeville Medical City. This is huge. This is big. This is big. And we have to applaud the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team. They're doing a fantastic job. And you see, this young lady here, Let me see if I can locate that. You know, sometimes people don't give folks their flowers while they're alive. You know, everything bad, they want to run them out. But you see, this young lady here, this young lady, she is doing a fantastic job. That's Ambassador Andrea St. Bernard. She's working her tail out for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Hello, I'm Andrea St. Bernard, project sponsor for Project Polaris, the government of Grenada's bold initiative to reimagine healthcare for all Grenadians. I'm standing here in Hope Vale, the future home of our new, smart, climate-resilient teaching hospital and the heart of the upcoming 84-acre Hope Vale Medical City. Since starting this project, we have made tremendous strides. We've secured the land, completed technical assessments, engaged stakeholders, and laid the foundation for a modern healthcare system that will serve Grenadians for the next 50 years and beyond. In May 2025, we signed a landmark collaboration agreement with Mount Sinai Health Systems, one of the world's leading academic medical institutions based in New York, USA. Through this collaboration, our new hospital will be affiliated with Mount Sinai, helping us to achieve global best practices and paving the way towards achieving international accreditation. Our collaboration with Mount Sinai is already delivering results. Since late 2024, Mount Sinai experts have been working hand in hand with the staff at the General Hospital on 11 high-impact work streams, from quality improvement and infection control to OBGYN, nursing, and culture change. It's not just training, it's healthcare transformation happening now. We've also engaged leaders across Grenada's healthcare and government systems. And we've welcomed input from citizens across the country in town halls like the one recently held in St. Mark's. Your feedback, your ideas, they're helping shape this new system. So what's next? In the coming months, we will finalize the hospital architectural design, secure our construction partners, and advance plans for the operation of the new hospital. In early 2026, we will break ground right here. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to build a world-class facility, invest in our people, and deliver healthcare for Grenadians by Grenadians. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Yes, so this is big, and she continues to do a fantastic job. So big up your whole self, Andrea St. Bernard. She's doing a fantastic job, right? But this particular project will turn things around totally for Grenada. Totally. So look, folks, we all must be proud of that. So the conference is on. I think they have a next day or two before they wrap up. And our beloved Prime Minister welcome the heads of state and other dignitaries.
It is not lost on us that it could have been quite easy to say that Grenada is a small island, small population, perhaps with physical capacity and constraints, and to easily say the hosting of an event of this magnitude would have been beyond our capacity. But the vision of Professor Rama, the tenacity of Rexim Bank of Africans globally is testimony to the fact that we are hosting this event, that we are all here this evening, and we look forward to a fantastic and successful next couple of days. So thank you all for coming. I look forward to a wonderful day, Monday, Tuesday, stretching into Wednesday. I am sure many of you will get the opportunity to enjoy the spice of the Caribbean, Grenada, hence your necklaces, and pure Grenada. We are entering a significant week. We are entering Carnival, but crucially, we are also entering on the 1st of August, Emancipation Day. Emancipation Day marks the day when legally the British slave trade, and slavery in particular in the British West Indies, officially came to an end. But while our foreparents could no longer be legally owned as chattel, the economic emancipation that we still seek, the economic sovereignty that we still seek, requires all of us to continue working together, partnering together to ensure that the future that Professor Rama speaks about begins now. And so this event is symbolic, it is strategic, and we should ensure that we leave the next generations of global Africans with the economic emancipation that our foreparents were not afforded back in 1830. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the evening. I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow at the start, I'm sure, of the tour. Thank you very much.
Yes, so we have a lot of leaders here. Nearly all the Caribbean leaders are here. Prime ministers, former prime ministers. We have a number of former presidents of different African countries here. And we have quite a number of business people from Africa right here in Grenada. We have a lot of business people from Grenada who are a part of this Trade and Investment Forum. This is big. This is huge. Huge for Grenada. And you know, some people will say, well, Grenada is small. They're not able, and they wouldn't be able to host something as massive as this. This is a massive event. And Grenada so far has done a fantastic job. If you listen to the speakers, they're commending the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team for putting on a wonderful conference and Trade and Investment Forum. This is a big thing. Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum 2025. Right? And it speaks to the competence of this team, the ability of this team to do big things. You look at independence 50, right? 50 years of independence for Grenada. This was a massive show of competence, of being able to put on something big and successful. Right? You talk about efficiency, competency, people who are results-based oriented, who could do it, who have vision, who we have it here. The talent is here. We have not seen these things under the NNP. These things never existed under NNP. NNP never put down something as huge as this. Never. Of our celebration of 50 years as an independent nation and everything there, that was an eye-opener for the world. This young team could do it. And now you have this particular Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. This is massive. The logistics, everything. Putting this thing together is not easy. And people are telling you, it is a job so far well done. Well done. But folks, I want to give you the next 20 minutes to call in and say whatever you want to say. Call in and express yourself. You are free to do so. The number again is 538-0933. 538-0933. You can comment. You can speak on what I presented, what I talked about. You're free to do that. But it's an open opportunity for you to speak. Again, the number is 538-0933. You can call me on WhatsApp. You can call me direct. 538-0933. It's a good opportunity for you to speak. Again, the number 538-0933.
My name is Elo Akin, and the name of my business is Island Pure Wipes. So I have been living and visiting Grenada for over 10 years. I've had a home here for over 10 years. And I love Grenada. And a few years ago, I decided to look into business opportunities. So sat down and had various conversations about what type of business to start. The idea.
Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Mr. Kim. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm very good, sir. I had a wonderful day in that event today. I was looking for you. I saw Mr. Orlando Romain. I get to meet my Prime Minister, Mr. Deacon Mitchell, but I'm looking for the boss himself. I'm looking for Mr. Kim Jones. I see him.
Right.
But man, I just want to congratulate the government on what they are doing. Trust me, the youths in Grenada need to rally around the NDC, right? I was there as a business owner. I met a lot of people. Man, I met people that even though you speak in English, they have translators.
That's
But it
nice.
was good, bro. Trust me, I'm in tears full my eyes today, bro. When I stand up and I look at what the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team have pulled off here in Grenada together with the bank and the people from Africa, man. Well done. Congratulations, brother. Continue to push the NDC forward, and we supporting the NDC all the way. Have a good night, brother.
Beautiful. Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And it's good to hear from a business leader, someone who's actually at the conference. That is really, really good. That is what we want to hear. And you are free to express yourself. Maybe you follow it online. Maybe you saw it on YouTube. Maybe you saw it on Facebook. Maybe you were there. Maybe you saw what I just featured. You are free to call also. The number is 538-0933. 538-0933. 538-0933. All right. So I'm also featuring a local business leader. And do you know we actually produce here in Grenada wipes, baby wipes? Yes, we produce that right here in Grenada.
The idea was to immerse myself fully in the community and be part of it and make sure that I'm able to give something back as well. It has been a journey, like all things in life, it's a journey. And when we started the idea of making wipes in Grenada, it was a very ambitious plan that we had. And I am grateful as to what we've accomplished today. I always say that we have been successful. And we have to sort of think about it from where we started with the business concept, looking at the idea behind it, and then moving into implementation, working with various government departments like the GIDC to see if we could get concessions, moving on to Bureau of Standards to see if we get approval for the products, actually getting the raw materials and the machine into Grenada, going through the customs and clearing those, setting up the machinery here in Grenada, engaging with my wonderful team and actually making the wipes, from making the wipes to engaging with the supermarkets and then obviously the customers trying out our wipes. So it has been a journey. And every step of the way, and this is why I say we've been successful, it has been a success story. And I think my main message that I want to give to everybody visiting us from the rest of the region and from Africa is that Grenada is open for business. So if I have been able to do this successfully, then everyone can sort of come in with the mindset that Grenada is open for business. I have a great team here. They're local, and they've done a fantastic job working and making sure that we have a lovely product which people really enjoy. I have worked, like I said, with all the different government institutions and departments, and everybody has been friendly and helpful to enable us set up the business as well and be successful. I've worked with the supermarkets, like I said, and obviously our wonderful customers who are really enjoying us making these wonderful wipes in Grenada. And I think in terms of context of everyone coming in from the region, I think trading within the region and beyond, I think it's very, very important. The capacity of what we can do here is beyond the Grenadian market, which is good news. So from the onset, we had always said that we were going to export. So we are currently exporting the wipes outside of Grenada, to Guyana, for example, to St. Vincent, to Antigua, St. Lucia, and we're now heading into Dominican Republic. So we are exporting the wipes and making sure that we take that success in terms of the quality, the premium quality of what we're making, the pricing, and we take that with us to various countries in the region and beyond, hopefully. So there are two things I'm hoping to achieve. One, if I get a chance to speak, I would like to say that as a British-born Nigerian Grenadian, as I call myself, I have been able to successfully open up Island Pure Wipes in Grenada. And I use that word success carefully because there are still challenges ahead. So the second message I want to give to people attending is the challenges that we face are twofold, I would say. The first challenge is in respect of shipping, logistics, actually being able to, in a very cost-effective way, get our wipes across the region. And this has been a huge challenge. So the markets are there, but how do we get our goods, our products to these markets in a way that we can compete? So this is a huge challenge. So I know that this is going to be a big topic of discussion at the conference. I'm hoping for real solutions. So by real solutions, I'm talking about actual shipping lines that take our products across the region and take our product as well to Africa. So real shipping lines. So I know there are going to be conversations around this, maybe focused on the movement of people, but let's not forget the movement of goods as well, of goods like ours, so that we can really expand and grow. So that's the first challenge that we face. If we do not have access to these markets, we will not survive. We need access to these markets. The second point that I want to raise is access to capital, which is also quite key. So our current location in the factory is temporary. We need to move to our permanent and have a permanent factory site. Obviously, this requires capital. I am thinking that I may need to go and look for some capital from a bank somewhere. I am very concerned that a small business like mine will struggle to get access to capital. And so having a bank like Afro-Caribbean Bank here is amazing. And, I know that they have appointed a CEO who is responsible for the Caribbean region. And I think we should have real conversations about businesses like us having access to capital for us to be able to grow and thrive as businesses. So access to shipping lines and access to capital are the two things that will take our success and ensure that we survive. There is a risk that we will not survive if we don't have these two key aspects. It's a great product made right here in Grenada. We have ambitious plans to take the brand across the region, really to showcase that in Grenada, we make stuff here. We have manufacturing capability and capacity as well. We have the people, and we have everything that we need to be successful. So if my closing remarks would be to encourage other Grenadians who are thinking of setting up businesses and are thinking of how they can scale up. I think scaling up is quite key. So it's to encourage everybody. It's obviously not an easy journey, but if we can do it here, Island Pure Wipes, I will encourage everyone else to say you can do it as well.
Yes, this is wonderful. All right. This is wonderful. And thank you very much there, Madame. Wonderful interview. You provided some great insight into your business and some of the challenges that you foresee and, the strengths, the weaknesses, and how you can ride those waves. All right. With Afrexim Bank, I believe it will happen. And I love that. So we produce things here. We have people working, doing things right here in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. And thanks to this administration, who continues to provide the enabling environment for businesses to thrive, for businesses to expand. This is a pro-business government. This is a pro-worker government. And that is significant. So, folks, we still have 9 minutes remaining in the program, and you are free to call if you want to. The number is 538-0933. 538-0933.
This lady telephoned me all the way from England.
Get ready, racing fans. Get ready. From August 1st to the 3rd, it's Callan's Memorial Challenge. Friday, August 1st, race from Bedford to Carriacou. Then, the welcome party at Mermaid from 6 p.m. Saturday, August 2nd, it's motorboat racing from 11 a.m. at the Mermaid. And onshore activities begin at 5 p.m. Then, Sunday, August 3rd, brunch at Mermaid from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all. It's Strings on the Beach from 5 p.m. at the Mermaid, featuring Rita and the Ultimate Perfectionists, Two Blacks, and much more. And music by top-class DJs. DJ Specialist, DJ Pirate, DJ Screws, and Dr. Wax. So get ready for Callan's Memorial Challenge from August 1st to the 3rd, Regatta Weekend. Come. You can't afford to miss.
Right. So, folks, don't forget, Carriacou comes alive on this weekend. From Friday all the way back to Sunday, Monday. Things will be nice in Carriacou. So if you want to call, you can call me on 1473-538-0933. So that's 538-0933. All right, so let's take that call. Let me take this one here. Hello?
Hey, Kim.
Hi, how you doing?
Kim.
Hey?
I'm doing all right. Well, honestly, congratulations to my government,
Right.
Yellow is the quote. We all the way. But if ever this lady that be calling in, pleading a call, man, I want you to know she will benefit for that, which she's suffering with her foot. And at a new hospital with that, like that, it will help. They will help her with her foot. So she got to listen to that and shut up.
Okay.
All right, bro?
Thank you. All right.
See you couple of days.
Nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, there, caller. So again, folks, it's big news. Big news. The Afrexim Bank will be co-financing our, the Hopevale Medical City in the amount of 250 million US dollars. That's about 668 million EC. It's a lot of money. So again, our government is serious about transforming this economy, making Grenada a health and wellness hub. Health tourism is a big thing around the world. And here in the Caribbean, we are leading the way where that is concerned with this very project. So I am happy. I am very, very happy for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. All right, I'm extremely happy. Someone sent me something to promote. I just can't remember. I was just going through to see because someone sent me something to promote for them for a constituency. I just can't remember. Right, so the Honorable Ron Redhead, he has a breakfast coming up on Saturday. Saturday coming. So the Honorable Ron Redhead, he has a breakfast coming up on Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and they're going until midday. So breakfast, that's fried and roast bakes, fish cake, saltfish sauce, boiled eggs, cocoa tea, and more. Pig foot sauce, Tanya log. So it's at Rady Junction, Montparnasse. Rady Junction, Montparnasse. That's where they're having it. At Rady Junction in Montparnasse. All right. So if you're in the Montparnasse area, you're in the Northeast area, you can come out and be a part of that. So, and then they would have, drinks and other eats and so on there, little music and little vibes. All right. So the Honorable Ron Redhead, he has that on Saturday at the Rady Junction. Okay? Nice. Somebody else sent me something. Just can't recall. Somebody else sent me something to promote for them. All right. Anyways, so you can still call. The number is 1473 538 0933. All right. That's the number you can call me on. Right. Nice. So look, we have to be very, very proud of our government and our beloved Prime Minister and the team. They're doing a fantastic job. And people are happier in Grenada. People are at peace. You travel around the country and people will tell you that they are at work. They're working. Opportunities are being created for them. You see, the NNP's mindset was that government need to create employment. But NDC's philosophy is the private sector must be supported so that they can create employment and opportunities for people. That is what's supposed to happen. The private sector is supposed to drive job creation, drive the economy, and not government. Because you see, yes, government will do their programs, their projects, and that kind of stuff. But you don't want the government to be the main driving force. You don't want that. You want the private sector to be able to drive growth and development and job creation and everything like that. All right. The government will support, make sure that the environment is right for investment and that kind of thing. All right. So again, we are seeing that playing out. Things are happening for our people. Folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful night rest. And I will be back with you, God's willing, tomorrow morning from 8 in the a.m. All right? So again, saying to you, bye for now. Bye for now.